Hey, what's up everyone? Retro Shapers here. In today's episode of I've spent the whole night memorizing all these nodes, I want to show you how to create a tiny procedural city like this one with geometry nodes in Blender 3.3. As always, you can download this project on itch.io and this one goes for free. But if you feel like you want to support this channel, drop a tip. I will highly appreciate that. So let's get started. Open a Blender, go to Geometry Nodes tab, and with a default cube selected, create a new geometry node. Disconnect this default geometry and add a grid. We can resize this grid to any number we want, but I find the best number to start from is 15 by 15 meters with 6 vertices on each axis. Let's use a subdivision surface node with a level set to 1 to give this mesh some rounded corners and more quads to work with. By the way, we're building land for our city first. To give it a randomizable interesting shape, we may delete some parts of this grid. So before subdivision, add delete geometry node with face domain selected in the dropdown. For the selection, let's use random value node with Boolean data type selected, which allows us to set probability and seed. MapRange node will help in turning the random value node from probability of deletion to probability of appearance of grid quads. As you can see, some parts of mesh connected with a single vertex, which doesn't look that good. To separate these parts, add split edges node before subdivision surface. For the selection, add edge neighbors and compare its face count against integer value, specifically if it has less than 2. Add all that into a frame, and now let's juice this grid even more. These quads look boring, so let's modify them with Voronoi texture. Add set position node, Voronoi texture, separate XYZ, and combine XYZ nodes. Plug distance of a Voronoi texture into a vector of separate XYZ, X to X, Y to Y, and vector output of combine XYZ into the offset of set position node. Now adjust the scale to the desired level. We can use similar method to offset points on the Z-axis with noise texture. So add another set position node, copy or add a new combine XYZ, and plug the noise texture factor into the Z socket here. Add MapRange node to rebalance the range and strength of the noise texture. Alright, let's give these aisles some geometry. Add an extrude mesh node with individual unchecked and offset scale set to something from 0.2 or 0.4. Followed by scale elements node with top set as selection and scale set to 0.95 to get close to that natural shape of the island. We might also use another subdivision surface to smooth faces up a bit and add more quads to work with. You might ask, where's the city? And I would say, here it is. Let's pick some random quads from the top of the land to start making buildings. Add separate geometry node. For the selection, let's use the top faces from the previous extrude node. We don't need all these faces, so let's multiply this selection by random Boolean value. Okay, so we have some random quads as a base for buildings. Same issue here with the shared vertices. So let's repeat split edges procedure here with same exact nodes as before. Now let's raise these buildings. Add another extrude mesh node. Set offset scale to 0.05 to make something like a pavement. Uncheck individual checkbox to make these boxes connected. Since we have the pavement, building should be thinner, so we need to use something like the inset operation. Extrude the top faces of this pavement, this time with 0 offset scale, followed by scale elements node, with a top face from the extrude node set as a selection. With this scale value set to 0.8 or 0.9, we'll make something similar to inset, where the buildings start to raise. Add another extrude mesh and increase offset scale. Looks similar to buildings now. Plug in the random value node into the scale to get a random thickness of buildings. And do the same for the height, which is the offset scale in this node. You may notice that each edge of the building gets a random height, which I think look even cooler. Now let's add another scale elements node to scale the top faces of the buildings, since we're getting to that toonish forms style. Also randomize the scale to get variations. To finalize the blockout of the buildings, let's add simple rooftops with same steps. Extrude with random offset scale. Extrude with 0. Scale elements as an inset. And extrude with negative random offset scale. Now we can use different value ranges and change the seed to get different results. Let's add this set of nodes to the frame to get things nice and clean. Use join geometry node to get the land back. And we already start seeing some cool results here. I think we might use another subdivision surface node at the end of this setup, as well as set shade smooth. Land is alright, but buildings are too round. We could use some more subdivisions for the buildings mesh. Luckily, we have subdivide mesh node. Let's add it before joining buildings with the land. Yeah, it looks just fine. Building structures are ready, so let's add some windows. I'll disable subdivision surface and smooth shading for now and look at the mesh in wireframe mode. It looks like we helped ourselves with a subdivide mesh node, and we can now turn side faces of the buildings into points to instantiate windows. So we'll take this subdivided mesh and turn it to points with the face selected. And it should go separately because we still need buildings geometry. Join these points with the rest of the geometry, but after subdivision surface and set smooth nodes, since we don't want these to get subdivided again. Now we can see all faces are turned into points. All we need to do is to pick the right selection from one of the extrude nodes. This side value looks about right. Now all the side faces of buildings have points, which we can now replace with window meshes, which we need to create first. Now I'm not going to go through the whole modeling process, but I've came up with these low poly windows, and I have 3 of them. All these grouped into one collection called windows. Now let's replace the points with these assets. Put instance on points node after mesh to points. Drag and drop the collection with Windows assets and plug it into the instance socket. Since we want to pick random object from the collection, check all these options: separate children, reset children, and pick instance. Cool, now let's rotate windows so that they have proper direction. For this, let's get the normal of the geometry and specifically the side faces of buildings. Add transfer attribute node, pick vector here, and connect normal input node as attribute. Use buildings mesh as a source. Now let's align Euler to vector on y-axis with pivot set to z. Just make sure to plug attribute into vector. Plug the result into instances rotation. Now align Euler to vector again with pivot set to x. Add random integer value into the instance index. This way we can pick objects which will be instantiated by ID and randomize them with seed. And the last thing for windows, let's randomize scale of windows just a bit for more variations. So plug random value node into the scale socket of instance on points node. We can also do the same thing for the roof. Add different objects like antennas or some boxes in a similar way. Let's just duplicate same node set except of the rotation. Replace the collection and connect proper selection. In this case, a top face from the last extrude node, multiplied by random boolean, since we don't need that many items on roofs. Additional tweaks to scaling or rotation can be done as needed. You want to add some park zones to the city. Separate a piece of geometry from the ground with separate geometry and faces selected as a domain. And join that with the rest of the geometry. Add top faces of the ground as selection. Subtract selection where buildings appear and multiply this by random boolean node. By the way, I've disconnected the bottom part of the land to better see what I have as a result. Then extrude this part of the mesh with individual unchecked and offset scale set to 0.1. We can also split edges where face count from edge neighbors is less than 2, same as before. Add subdivision surface to have a better looking shape of these park zones. And also scale the top faces of these park zones. Add some trees and bushes to the park zone pieces with mesh to points, instance on points, and randomized Z rotation and scale. Apply materials using the selections we've defined with extrude nodes. Clean this all up with a nice alignment, grouping, and beautiful rerouting. And of course, add all the values you want to use from modifiers properties. Add HDRI map for lighting and add some cute background color. Okay, and we're done. Thank you so much for sticking till the end of this video. Feel free to get this nice and tidy project on itch.io. I'll put the link in the description, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.